Listen to this. And this. And also this. You probably notice that one is bright, happy. This one, you can hear it. Then this one is sad, right? And then this one asking question. For example, if I play the C dominant seventh and I resolve to a C major chord, you can feel the relaxing tension there. Then if I still play the C dominant seventh and I resolve to F, oh, it's so calm. So that is the power of scales and chords. They all set the mood of music. In today's lesson, in level 3 of our Build Your Music Memory, I will show you how to sing scales, recognize chords by ear, and even train with fun app on your phone. So before we go deeper, you need to know that solfa note gives a way to label each note in a scale with syllables. So if you've done my lesson 1 and 2, you might have heard this: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. That is for a major scale. I've done it in level 1 and 2. Now we're building upon it. So the next scale we're going to add to it is a minor scale. I'm sure I asked a question in my last video that if we say this is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, what about the black keys in between it? And I said I'm going to talk about it. So we are going to touch part of the black keys, not completely chromatically, though. We're going to touch some of these black keys today in a minor scale. So a minor scale is gotten from a major scale. Precisely, we are doing natural minor scale. If you want to play a natural minor scale, it's very easy once you know the major scale. All you need to do is to flatten the third, you flatten the sixth and the seventh. So, but in solfa notes, it sounds differently. So you're going to be, we are flattening the third, don't forget, the sixth and the seventh. So it's going to sound do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Some people sing it that way, but if you look at it in another way, you can also sing it like this: do, re, mo, fa, sol, si, do, fa, si, sol, fa, mo, re, do. So anyone you can easily pick, you can go with it. So in essence, for a major scale, it is this: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. For a natural minor scale, it's going to be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So while you pause the video and listen, what I want you to take note is that these two scales, they sound differently. They give different mood. Time for exercise. Let us do this exercise in solfa notation. You already know the major, but I will do it again. Then I'll focus more on the minor. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now to the minor. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So try singing both slowly. You can pause the video, repeat on your own until your ear begins to recognize the difference. Like I said at the beginning, every scale has its chord and every chord has its scale. So major, try to listen carefully. Minor, dominant seventh. Also to this chord, we can add some new quality to the chord. For example, the C major, we can add the seventh. The C minor, we can also add the minor seventh. Now, each of the chords in their solfa notation, the C major chord, do, mi, sol. Take note of that. You can sing it after me. Then in C major 7 is do, mi, sol, ti. Take note of that. Okay, good. For the minor, do, mo, sol. Then with the minor 7th, do, mo, sol, do. Good. Then the dominant 7th chord, do, mi, sol, do. That's the solfa notation. Now your turn to repeat after me. The first one you're going to listen to is the major. Sing. Major 7th. Sing. Next one is the minor. That's a minor triad. Minor 7th. Very good. Next is the dominant 7th. Very good. So repeat this over and over again till you get yourself to know the differences between it. So now you can hear the chord in block form, which means when I play everything together, and you can say it in their solfa notation when I play it differently. Exercise time. Now time for us to recognize either the scale or the chords. So I would advise you, if you want to go to this part, close your eyes, be sincere to yourself. Close your eyes and try to tell me which scale it is or which chord it is. For recap's sake, before you dive in, take note of it. A major scale is happy and bright. A minor is sad and emotional. And a dominant 7 is asking question, kind of hanging, is jazzy. Okay, so once you're able to get this, you're able to recognize each of these scale or chords. So let's start with the scale. Close your eyes, and here it is. Listen to it again before you answer to yourself. Great. That is a major scale, the bright and happy scale. The second one. That scale is a dominant 7 scale because this is the chord. Then the next one is this. The scale is a minor scale. Don't forget this, that this is a natural minor scale. There are three types of minor scale. We have the natural minor scale, the harmonic minor scale, and melodic minor scale. So the one we are working on this tutorial is the natural minor scale. So next is the chord. So you are going to answer, is it a major chord, is it a minor chord, or is it a dominant seventh chord? Okay, are you ready? Okay, I'll play it in block form and I'll also play it in the splitted form. Okay, that is a major chord, the bright and happy chord. That is a dominant seventh chord. And that is a minor chord. Don't worry if you are wrong at first try. Over time, by the time you go back and repeat it, reinforce it, your brain will definitely pick it up naturally. Next exercise we are going to do is broken chords, which means, for example, the C major scale. You see, that's a broken chord. But this is what you are going to do differently. You are not just going to sound a pa pa pa, no. You are going to sing it in their solfa notation. So if you know you've not really mastered singing these chords in their solfa notation, quickly go to that part which I've explained how to sing it. Repeat it till you get it right before you do this exercise. All right, so the next chord you're going to hear, you are going to sing it back to me in solfa notation, okay? So let's attach this syllable to it. It helps you a lot. So the first one is this. The answer is do, me, so. Or if you are using more, do, mo, so. Another one. The answer is do, mi, so. That's the major chord. Let's give another try. Make sure that when you are doing this exercise, you close your eyes. It goes a long way. It's not all about you just cramming it. You can't cram it. You have to know it. So let's do another one. The answer is do, mi, so, ti. Another one. The answer is do, mo, so, to. Another one. The answer is do, mi, so, to. So for me, I prefer pronouncing this as mo instead of me. It's still the same. And I prefer calling this z, z, and I prefer calling this to. So I've given you several ways which you can, any one that you find easy. That's what I'm making it open. It's not compulsory you call it more. You have the alternative of me. All right, well done. So here are some safe and advertiser-friendly ear training app you can use right on your phone. The first one you can check out is the Ear Master, great for skills, chords, and intervals. The second one is Perfect Ear, mobile apps with solfa, interval, and rhythm drills. The third one is Functional Ear Trainer, helps you identify notes in context. The fourth one is Tenunto, a clean, hard-free app for skills and chord practice. So comment below which app you like to try out or the one you've tried out and you think is best for you. I will be more than willing to hear from you. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share with friends or with other people that you feel they might need it, maybe in a band or institution, be it school, Anywhere music is practiced, let my video go to there. And don't forget to check my playlist for other tutorials that you might like to watch or learn from. Bye for now. See you in my next lesson.